Get ready to rumble, young blood.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as... How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Embiid is out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Walker. And it's McCain in at the 2. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Tatum with a screen on Walker. Here's Yang, and the dunk by MP.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Pass to George. It's up a 3. And it's White with the rebound. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
And George gets it to go.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Brown with it. Maxey covering. Brown the pass to Tatum. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Embiid following the bucket by the Celtics. Maxey looking it over. Embiid finds George. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. George has got 5 points so far.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And MP with the basket on the assist by Tatum.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Embiid against Davis. Here's McCain. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Bang. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I love the determination that MP showed there. He is developing into an absolute bulldog.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. George sets a screen for Walker. Pass to George. And here's Embiid. Great D that time from Davis.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Yang. Missed inside. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the day, and he comes up with the deuce. Maxey's got his second basket.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's White, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tatum against George. To the inside. Embiid controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And really, beyond the skills, you see right there the passion Embiid has, displaying that killer instinct.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk earlier with Boston's head coach. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Yang, and the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
The 76ers trail by 4. Here's McCain. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Celtics leading by 4. MP kicks to Brown. Just his first attempt. White, wide open. He fires. MP on the follow. MP's got 15 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Celtics. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Here's McCain. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
And White kicks to MP. White against Walker. And it's White missing.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Walker. Looking to end the run. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls, that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he's good on the first of three. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all three. MP with it. 15 points in the game. Celtics passing it around. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Walker's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
MP kicks to Brown. Brown gets a screen from Yang. Brown, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Down low, here's George. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Brown finds MP. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to George. Walker a screen on Tatum. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston leading by 6. Out to White. Intercepted. He's got a clear path. Jumps up. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Now here's Brown. Still yet to score. It's White on the wing. Pass to MP. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George. So Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Colin Sexton is out there with Russell. Then it's Wilkins.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Embiid the screen. Here's Russell. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pritchard passes to MP. And the dunk by MP.
MP is the lightning and the thunder.
Here is Russell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Wilkins outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kerry Mokru, and it's off from three-point range. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Walsh, and then jammed down. He goes right over Colin Sexton.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Sexton. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Davis is checked in for the Celtics. The 76ers trail by 9. Outside, George. Sexton for 3. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
Gang pass to Pritchard. Driving to the basket. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Porzingis with the block. Tatum. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
George, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
MP with a screen on Russell. Takes a three. A putback. MP up high, down hard.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding. Has been off the charts.
The 76ers trail by 11. Russell inside, and that one is good.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
And he gets it to go. MP's got 28 points for the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Embiid with a screen on Tatum. Here's McCain. From outside, off the mark. Celtics leading by 11. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Suns was superb. He tallied 50 points and a triple-double for all that effort. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Some changes for Boston. Brown is checked in for Porzingis, and it's Whiten for Pritchard. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for D'Angelo Russell, and that one's good. Maxey
continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Pass to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Maxey kicks to Walker. 76ers moving the ball around. George, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
MP dishes to Brown. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a look here at the standings for the NBA Cup early on in the competition.
And this tournament has already been a huge success and really a fan favorite. I can tell it's going to be a lot of fun again this year.
Zinkas, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the 76ers also making a change. Capella's checked in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Offensive rebound. Capella, the pass to Maxey. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, a difference maker on the glass. Capella has been doing this for a long time.
Brown finds MP. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Outside, Walker. Back to Maxey. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple. Maxey's got 14.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Back to MP. MP finishes inside.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
George looking around. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. Outside, Walker. Pass to Capella. Here's McCain. White covering. And here's George for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP finds White. Davis setting the pick for White. And it falls over the rim and in. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Outside, Maxey. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. And they're running. Pull up Jay. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by White. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
And George kicks to Capella. On the wing, Walker buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Back to MP. MP with a screen on Walker. Here's Walsh. Rebound by the 76ers. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Maxey for the three. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's MP. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. MP's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
The kick out to Walker. In the corner, George with it. With 4 seconds on the clock. That shot is off.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And so it's the Boston Celtics out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Celtics.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, guys.
That coaching staff has to be thrilled with what they've seen so far. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. MP out there with Derek White, and it's Davis in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Here's McCain. White covering. McCain's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one drops for him. 10 points for Derek White.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Maxey passes to George. The tray. And it's sent back by White. Here's Maxey. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
Bang. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to George. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the second free throw, good. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. White finds Embiid. It's White on the wing. 10 points for him. Good on the three-point shot. White's got 13 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Maxey. Walker with a clean look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
MP dishes to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Pass to McCain. No good with the triple.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me and using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Walker in the corner. Outside, George. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And what a smooth 3-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Stolen by George. Here's McCain. Up top, Maxey. Good, nice job down low. Maxey's got 25 points in the game.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
White the pass to Yang. Back to White. And MP gets it to go on the assist by White. White's got 4 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 19. Embiid with a screen on White. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. McCain's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. To the wing right side. Outside, George. Embiid with the screen on Tatum. From deep, George hits it from three-point range. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Misses off the right iron.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Fades back. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Embiid.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so...
Oh, Tatum flies in to finish it off.
Yeah, nice lob there, and what a leap by Tatum. You just have to admire that kind of play.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Shoots the 3. Embiid, no good.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Davis dishes to MP. Brown outside. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 14. Here's McCain. He has 6. Outside, Maxey. 5 on the clock. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. MP's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted
to. Here's McCain. Light covering. And here's Walker outside. Here's Embiid. The putback. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
To the paint. MP, no good. The 76ers trail by 14. Maxey with it. He's picked up by White. Maxey, no good. Boston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's White missing. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's George. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's White. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. White's got 15 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Maxey with the screen on White. Here's McCain. Embiid. Great positioning on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Brown finds Embiid. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to White. Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer...
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Taking a look at the 76ers. Russell is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Embiid, and it's Waters in at the small forward. The 76ers trail by 8. Pass to Russell. Embiid kicks to Sexton. Embiid sets the pick for Sexton. Clock at 6. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the inside. The shot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass First touch by MP.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
And both free throws good for MP.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's McCain, covered by MP. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Pritchard. Back to MP. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Down low. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And here's Russell. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's MP. And got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Russell passes to Tucker. Embiid is at the elbow. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Tatum kicks to MP. To the middle. And MP throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
He misses the free throw. Davis is checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Pritchard. Paul George is checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for D'Angelo Russell.
That's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
The 76ers trail by 16. To the inside, George. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Boston. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Timeout called, 76ers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
To the paint, here's Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxey's got 15 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And that one against the Raptors, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Walker against Brown. Shot's good by Walker.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 25 points.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a three of his own.
Back to George. Pass to Embiid. First free throw is good.
Shooting to Philadelphia, Joel Embiid.
And Embiid drops them both.
And he's starting to round back into shape after what's been a pretty off night from the line.
White dishes to Embiid. Back to White. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's George. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And finished off by Brown.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
The 76ers trail by 18. Outside, Walker. Maxey sets a screen for Walker. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Count the basket. He's got 21.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And good! He hits it again.
And would you believe it? He now has the 5th most 60-point games in a season.
I mean, what an achievement. He does things on the floor that no one else can do. Here's McCain. White covering. Here's Maxey. A special move before the shot. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
And stolen by Maxey. And Davis pulls it down.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Here's Tatum. They shoot again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 17. George passes to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid inside. He's guarded by Davis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 17. Inside. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by George.
Assisted by
George has got 5 assists tonight.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
And yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to McCain. MP against Maxey. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And how about the poise from Embiid? gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
And Embiid drops them both. Boston leading by 15. Brown kicks to Tatum. And here's MP for three. Brown dishes to MP. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. MP with a screen on Maxey. The three. And it's White missing.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this guy in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Boston.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
Here's Maxey. The quick look, no good that time. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's McCain. Covered by MP. Maxey against White. Pulls up on the wing. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got 38 points. And stolen by Maxey. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good job, MP. I see.